I'm sure many of you have seen this video that went viral this past year. The woman filming believes she's being stalked by a U.S. Postal Service man and went to confront him.
Stop stalking me, right? Don't ever stalk me again.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
About what?
Don't ever stalk me again.
Who's stalking you about
you. Laugh some more. Do it.
You're crazy.
Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Say to the camera that you're not stalking me.
I am not stalking you. I don't even know who you are.
Is that right?
That's right.
You want to give your name?
I do not need to. You want to give me yours? You want to give me yours? Yeah, I didn't think so. I have no idea who you are, lady. So, you know, you're dreaming. You think I'm stalking you. Good luck with that.
The man wasn't taking the woman seriously and suggested that she's crazy. I don't want to pick a side because we don't actually know what happened. The majority of the comments were in favor of the postal man, but what do you think? The way I see it is, the woman could be telling the truth, or she could have been following that man to try and get a viral video, in which case she succeeded. Either way, we have a stalker on our hands. In this video by Co11 on February 18th of 2022, a woman was walking her 15-month-old daughter home from the park before experiencing the most frightening encounter of a lifetime. A man tried to grab her from behind before the woman yelled as loud as she could, and the man ran away.
I realized he was lunging towards my waist, and he started to say, I just need to. But before he could finish the sentence, I started yelling, "You need to back up!"
The woman hopes the man can be captured before he can try harming another woman. Thank God she was able to scare that creep off, or that would have gotten ugly. In this video, posted by Doorbell News on February 22nd of 2022, a mother walks into her home carrying her child before doorbell footage captures something disturbing. A man with a scorpion tattoo on his neck can be seen entering the frame shortly after the mother and her child enter the home. The man tried to enter the home and knocked on the door and began looking around and going on his phone. He knocked again and walked away. This is why I preach in my videos to lock your doors, people. If he got in, it could have been a bad situation. Perhaps he was at the wrong house or something, but who knows? In this next video by Doorbell Clips, however, the intent of this man was crystal clear. The man followed the woman and attempted to enter her home before the door was shut on him. He tried busting the door down and the video abruptly ended. The description stated that they have hope that the woman is okay and that she called the police, so that's all I have. I don't know what transpired after that, but I agree with Doorbell News and I always hope she is okay and called the police. In this video, posted by KPRC2 Click to Houston on May 14th of 2019, CCTV footage captures a green Ford Mustang driven by a man who followed a woman home from the gym and sexually assaulted her. The man allegedly parked there and waited for over an hour for the woman to leave before he followed her. The man threatened the woman with the weapon and forced her to drive to a nearby neighborhood where he performed the disgusting act. This understandably left gym members disturbed.
And he assaulted her?
It made my chest stop a little bit.
It's scary, not safe at all.
We reported it to the police.
There were other reports of a car being broken into in the parking lot of this gym.
I've had several cars broken into. My buddy's car has been broken into. His wife's car has been broken into.
So it doesn't sound like a great gym to have a membership to. As far as I know, the man was never caught. In this video posted by Inside Edition on February 11th of 2021, police dashcam footage captures a mother tackling a man who was stalking her daughter and peeping into her room. The mother came home and saw the man peeping through the window of her daughter's room before calling the police. Once the police arrived, the suspect took off, and that's when this heroic act by the Texas mother happened. "19-year-old Zan Hawkins was apprehended and arrested." I know a lot of my viewers are mothers, so I know you appreciate this heroic act. Don't mess with a mother's child, or this may happen. In this video, two men were exploring the woods before capturing a man who was supposedly following them.
Someone's watching us, dude. We're in the middle of nowhere and there's some guy like watching us.
They believed the man was watching them. Not much happened after that, but the top comment of the original video brought up a great point. The comment stated, and I quote, "How was he following you? He was walking in front of you and you were filming his back. What's more suspicious, a guy walking through the woods by himself or two guys with a camera filming people as they walk through the woods? What do you think?" There isn't much context other than the uploader believing that they were being watched, but we weren't there, so we don't know the full story. This video was uploaded on TikTok by Guste Janis, and it shows a creepy stalker caught on camera. A stranger can be seen coming over to the house and goes straight to the bedroom's window. He stays there and keeps looking in. In footage from a day later, he came back and went to the same window. He kept peering inside and moving from one side to another. They contacted the police, but they did nothing. This is so creepy, and we hope that the police catch this stalker soon. How would you react to some creep outside your window? This video was uploaded by KTLA5 on June 10th of 2022, showing a creepy stalker walking out. This guy comes to the side of a lady's house and gets a very nasty look from her window. He keeps looking around the place trying to find a way in, but eventually leaves. The lady contacted the police after seeing this footage from her Ring camera, and it turns out that the guy is a convicted sex offender. We hope the police took care of this guy quickly. Always keep your doors and windows locked, people. You never know who might be hovering around outside. This video was uploaded by Co11 on March 1st of 2022, and it shows chilling home camera footage. An SUV is chasing a woman from the road into a park. The woman is screaming as she's chased around by the SUV. The SUV continues to follow her and both go away from the camera. We don't know what happened here, but judging from the screams, it wasn't good. This video is gut-wrenching, and we hope the woman is safe. This video shows a crazy stalker caught on a Twitch stream. A young girl is streaming in the streets of Korea when a creepy clown dressed in a green gown starts to follow her. At first, she just laughs it off, but he keeps appearing behind her and sometimes dangerously close.
He looks creepy. Does he look at me?
She goes to a mall and the clown is there too.
Because this strange guy, he's here, and it's not funny. Look. He look at me.
She decides to run away from him, but the clown starts to chase her. She then calls passenger service and quickly runs over there to get away. Luckily, the creepy clown was left behind and she got rid of him. Now we have clown stalkers? Ugh, come on. Stay tuned for our #1 pick that will shock you. This security camera footage shows a crazy abduction out of nowhere. A woman is walking the street at night when a guy confronts her. He seems friendly as they shake hands, but as soon as they turn, the guy starts to assert force and pushes her to the side. He tries to throw her into a car parked on the side of the road. The woman does well though and holds him off. She continues to resist and the guy fails in his abduction plans. Massive kudos to that woman for defending herself against that psycho. This video shows another crazy stalker outside someone's house. A middle-aged man riding a bicycle comes over to the house and stops there. After looking inside for some time, he also takes pictures of the house. The guy can also be seen using binoculars to look inside the home. He then starts to cycle around the house in circles, completing at least 5 rounds before he leaves the place. This is extremely frightening and creepy. We have to wonder what that guy was planning, and I bet it wasn't good. In this TikTok video posted by Fit with Heidi on August 11th of 2021, Heidi was enjoying her workout before noticing a creepy elderly man staring at her. Heidi told her husband, so he worked out next to her. Despite that, the man continued to stare. Heidi decided to stop working out and instead stare right back at the guy. She proceeded to do her set as though the man got the hint, but he kept staring at her. Heidi finally got fed up and confronted the man. She told him if he's going to continue working out in that corner, he needs to stop staring and making her uncomfortable. The man responded, "I'm just looking around." Heidi told the man he's on camera as she records all of her workouts, which shut the creep up. I'm glad Heidi stood up for herself, and hopefully that's the end of that crap. In this video posted by the Dan Dangler on February 23rd of 2022, Dan told the story of how her stalker drove all the way from California to Dan's home state of Michigan. Dan stated that she went to the farm with her friend or boyfriend. I'm not sure what the relationship is with the guy, but Dan said she saw a strange man as she was leaving the farm and waved bye to him, but he didn't wave back.
And there was this guy as we were leaving, and so I waved to this guy as me and Z were leaving because he was parked in the parking lot, and that's what you do at a farm, right? So I was like, bye, and he didn't wave back or anything.
Dan said she made a wrong turn on the way home and made a U-turn, and noticed that the same man from the farm did the same U-turn right behind her, indicating that he was following her. The man made the same right turn as Dan, and Dan blew through the stop sign, which the man did also, so Dan started to freak out.
And to turn into the house that I was like doing a turnaround at. So I was like, okay, this must be this guy's house. So I just did a U-turn on the road. There's nobody around or anything, so it was whatever. So that guy did the U-turn as well. He did a U-turn as well at the same time. So I was like, okay, this is weird. I didn't know where I was, so I accidentally blew through a stop sign on accident, and he did the same exact thing.
Eventually, Dan pulled over and called the cops. The stalker was drunk and had a dog with him, but Dan took the dog with her so it wouldn't get sent to the pound.
Yeah, so now we got the police all back here, and I have his poor dog. It's okay, baby. Don't you worry. I'm gonna figure something out for you.
Dan explained to the police what happened, and they did arrest him, but Dan stated earlier in the video that the man was released. I looked at the comments in this video suggesting that it's staged, but I don't know. Dan is also a Twitch streamer, and she stated that she isn't attending TwitchCon due to her stalker situation. If you ask me, her situation must be serious to skip out on TwitchCon, which is an amazing event for streamers. Hopefully, this situation gets resolved sooner rather than later. In this video posted by Louise Paxton on April 27th of 2007, Louise is absolutely terrified and in tears explaining how a tall, scary man dressed in all black had been standing outside of her door for a long time, in silence.
Which first started 2 nights ago. It's Thursday night tonight, and on Tuesday night an intruder came to my house. I was woken up by the sound of a rustling. It was like a scraping noise outside of my bedroom window. There was a man stood at my doorway here, leaning against the pane of the window.
The man came back, and Louise was horrified.
Fuck, he's here again. Fuck. Call the fucking police. Call the fucking police.
She attempted to call the police but realized her phone wasn't charged. Louise decided it was time to confront the stalker. She equipped a blade and went outside, only to find the stalker no longer there. I'm not sure if this was the last of the story, but Louise hasn't posted any videos in 14 years. I hope she's doing okay. In this video, posted by Inside Edition on May 8th of 2015, CCTV footage captures a 13-year-old girl being followed home by a creepy man. The man approached the girl saying he's lost, but this girl is smart and knew something was off. The girl entered her home and attempted to close the door on the creep, but he forced his way inside. The girl scratched and slapped the man's face before he let go. Then she backed away, letting him know that there's cameras all over the house, which caused the man to leave.
She starts backing away. Look as he closes the door and moves toward her. Suddenly, he spots the surveillance cameras. That did it. He takes off.
The girl texted her dad to come home and let him know what happened. Police stated that the same man attempted to sexually assault a 28-year-old woman in a shopping mall just a month prior to this incident. It's crazy to think about how bad this could have been had the girl not scared that guy off with the threat of cameras. Police were of course on the hunt for the man, and hopefully he was caught. This was almost 7 years ago. In this video posted by ABC News on July 12th of 2012, Courtney Reppert has hundreds of thousands of fans and was receiving a lot of lovely comments and messages. However, she started to receive some menacing emails from an obsessed fan such as, "I will kill you and cut your f***ing head off," and "I will kill your parents and I will cut them into pieces. You wait and see," and "You're all going to die, you f***ing whore. You're as good as dead." There's more. He also said, and I quote, "If my demands aren't met, I will kill them and you. You are very easy to get to. You know what my demands are. Time is running out." If you're wondering, the demands were for Courtney to stop modeling, delete all of her accounts, and move elsewhere. The FBI traced the emails to a public library in Chicago, which appeared to be a dead end as it's such a common area. Courtney was asked if she was scared if the man would follow through with his threats, and she had this to say.
Were you scared this guy was going to actually materialize?
Yeah. I was like, I'm scared for my life, and he changed the way that I view people.
Reports state that the stalker is delusional and believed Courtney belongs exclusively to him. Courtney received nearly 400 menacing messages. Courtney eventually noticed a similarity between the style of writing in the threatening messages and the supportive messages on her Facebook comments. The FBI traced the messages to a 47-year-old man in Chicago, and he was charged with interstate stalking but has yet to plead. Courtney started a website to offer advice to other victims of stalking. I'm glad that man got caught and that Courtney is safe. In this video posted by ABC15 Arizona, posted on March 27th of 2016, a man can be seen getting on an elevator just moments before trying to sexually assault a woman in her own apartment. CCTV footage captures a creepy man entering the apartment through an open gate after one of the tenants opened the gate and left. Police stated that the man was pretending to look for apartments, but when the woman opened the door to her apartment, the man tried to force his way in. The cameras didn't capture the footage of the man trying to force the woman into a bedroom, but her roommate scared the stalker off. The apartment complex has since hired a security guard, and there's a reward for the suspect. However, this video was years ago, and I'm not sure if the suspect was ever captured. I sure hope he was, though. In this video posted by Inside Edition on February 9th, 2018, a 36-year-old man from Colorado can be seen on CCTV footage peeping into a 17-year-old girl's bedroom window. A different camera captured another creepy man using a chair to get a better view inside the bathroom window. He is also a registered sex offender from New Jersey. For 3 weeks straight, 29-year-old Noelle Bracey stated that she had been hearing strange noises, such as moaning outside of her window as she got ready for work. At that point, Noelle bought a camera, and 2 weeks later, the creep was caught.
That's when she bought a camera. 2 days later, the peeping Tom was caught on tape.
He's literally looking at a tiny little hole and peeping at me while I'm tweeting. He sees the camera light turning on, and so he immediately turns around and walks away.
A different homeowner from New Mexico saw the CCTV footage of a creepy man by the window of his 16-year-old daughter. But little did that creep know that there was 8 cameras monitoring the property. The stalker turned out to be a former deputy of the local sheriff's department. Sadly, it doesn't stop there. This creep peeped into the window of a child's bedroom and even climbed a wall to get a better view of the bathroom. The accused peeping Tom pled not guilty in spite of getting caught in 4K. That's an open and shut case. Disappointed, but not surprised. I'm just glad that the victims of these voyeuristic acts were not harmed and that everyone's okay. In this video, posted by Doorbell News Ring Video Doorbell Camera Videos on September 14th of 2021, Ring Doorbell captures Dalvin Jones, also known as the Dallas Stalker, approaching his victim's home and talking about how he admires her and would like to get her number.
For real, fuck. Come here so you can get my number. My phone dead. I'm gonna give you my number.
I ain't even at home.
Where you at? I thought you was at home like her. Well, just get my number from... just get my number.
You can hear that the woman was uncomfortable and wanted Dalvin to go away. Dalvin even tried to get the woman to come out of her apartment, but she said she's not home. Dalvin would eventually go away, but not before making that poor woman completely uncomfortable. In this video posted by New Day Videos on October 3rd of 2018, the uploader wrote that a creepy clown car had been spotted all over Virginia. The clown had apparently been driving up and down the uploader's block daily, but this time we got some footage. The clown would drive up and down the block several times with an unusual whistling sound coming from the car. The last thing we see is the clown throwing a snake in front of their home.
No!
A snake? Why a snake? Who throws a snake? In this video posted by Saffron Baker Vlogs on December 21st of 2017, Saffron went to visit London for the holidays and to meet up with her friend Anna. Saffron and Anna got some food and met a couple men who wanted to be part of their video.
Oh no, it's fine, honestly. You can be in it, yeah.
Yeah.
You want to be in it? Yeah.
Where are you from? England, isn't it?
Yeah, we're from
Right.
England, yeah.
The girls noticed that they were being followed, as Saffron stated that they have stalkers.
I repeat, guys, we have got stalkers. We have got stalkers. They are following us. What the hell? Oh my goodness, they're trying to get our numbers. Give up. I feel like they're still behind us. Oh my goodness, they're still behind us. Look, Anna, look behind. Look to the right. What the hell? This isn't even funny.
Sadly, Saffron couldn't get a good shot of the stalker, but by the look on Anna's face, it might have been legit because she looks incredibly freaked out. What do you think? Were they being stalked or were they just being paranoid? And if they were, do you think it was the same two guys? In this video posted by Daily Mail on March 15th of 2018, CCTV footage captures a woman being followed by a scary man along a dark street in Bolton. The man caught up, and by the time this happened, they were out of the frame, but the description stated that the man had a weapon and dragged the woman into an alley attempting to abduct her. Luckily, the woman was able to fight the man off and escape. She called the police and they are currently searching for the suspect. Thank God the woman managed to evade that crazy man. I covered a gang stalking clip before and it's a real thing. In this video by Adriana Tells on March 8th of 2022, Adriana was outside as it was getting dark and multiple vehicles were passing by. You could say she was being paranoid, but Adriana explained what was going on.
You guys saw how it's getting busier and busier? This is what gang stalking is. It's like there wasn't a lot of traffic and then all of a sudden there's a lot of traffic going on. But this is this is how gang stalking is. I know I'm strong. I know somebody in my shoes wouldn't be able to go through this. Look, they have their really bright blinkers, their light beams on. Watch it, they're probably gonna black the screen, you guys. Can you guys see right now? Because they're probably gonna black the screen because that's what usually the FBI does. Because they don't want to get exposed. Hopefully this was nothing and nothing comes of it. I hope Adriana ends up okay. In another video posted by ABC 10 News on October 14th of 2016, a San Diego mother believed she was also a victim of gang stalking. She had some pretty good evidence to back it up too.
You know, it's so creepy that I decided to have a bolt put on the door, and I'm having my son sleep in here with me. It's like an alternate reality, really. They were just all open, but what was weird is, so for example, they were open like this, but they were all at the same level.
First, the windows, then lights turned on, her cabinets pulled out.
It's intended to let me know that somebody has been here, essentially, right? So all of the drawers have been pulled out.
The woman began to wonder how the stalkers knew when she was home and when she wasn't, and discovered a camera hidden in her son's bedroom.
It's spooky, and my understanding is that if this is in fact what it is, it can go on for years, you know.
Only you're not. Tafara left her phone recording audio at her house. Listen, you can hear what sounds like people rummaging around. On one, you can hear what sounds like drilling.
So this hole here has been cut into the attic space.
Sadly, despite all this evidence, detectives said there's not much they can really do.
This was years ago, by the way, so I'm not sure if this is still going on with her, but hopefully not. In this video posted by CBS Pittsburgh on November 27th of 2021, a woman in Washington County was terrified for her life as she was being followed by a creepy man outside of the Washington County Mall. The woman stated he was screaming at her and flashing his high beams and then proceeded to follow her.
They were pulling behind me, they were high beaming me, and I'm like, what does this person want?
In spite of blowing through red lights and stop signs while driving as fast as she could not lose the man.
Followed me. So then, like, I was blowing through red lights, I was blowing through stop signs, they were screaming out the window.
The woman realized she was close to a friend's house and called him to notify him of the situation and to ask him for help. Her friend had him pull up to his house to where they could be seen on his Ring doorbell camera.
Ring camera catching the moments they pulled up to his house.
The guy pulled up and was just like, hey, do you want to smoke some weed? And I'm like, what? Like, that's crazy. He's like, you're a good driver. He's like, sorry, I'm a weirdo. I'll leave you alone. And then leaves.
I don't know about you guys, but I find it hard to believe a man would go to such lengths following a woman he doesn't know just to ask her to smoke some weed. Who knows what his intentions really were, but I'm glad she's okay. She called the police after the man went away, and her friend made it clear that we should all be aware of these sickos.
Be very aware of what's going on and get the police involved as soon as you can. Ours was after the fact.
This video, posted by WRTV Indianapolis on September 17th of 2021, CCTV footage captures an elderly woman exiting the elevator in her apartment before being attacked by a scary man.
And that's when I slapped him across his face, and then he slapped me.
The woman took the elevator downstairs to go visit her son before being followed by the creep. The man said he wanted her, and she denied him, but the man wouldn't take no for an answer, and then a struggle ensued. Thankfully, the woman was able to fight him off before the other residents heard and the man ran away. However, there's no doubt in my mind that the fear from this incident sticks with that woman and probably will for a long time. Police are investigating. It's unclear if the man was a guest of another tenant or just an unauthorized person in the building. I'm glad the woman is okay, and hopefully that criminal gets caught. In this video posted by the Modern Mombi on November 5th of 2017, Mombi was sitting at the gas station being watched by a creepy older man.
Hi guys, it's a rainy Saturday afternoon. I'm at Sheetz. I just grabbed a cup of coffee, and I don't know if you guys can see this or not. But that guy keeps kind of like looking over at the pump, kind of like peering around, and see, there he goes again. It's creepy.
You might be thinking that the man kept looking at her because Mombi was filming him. But Mombi stated that even before she started recording, she had gotten a coffee and the man pulled up to the pump next to her.
In my personal vehicle with my personal property. Let's just leave it at that. But yeah, he keeps peeping. See? What the hell? But it didn't just start out this way. Let me tell you that I was getting in my car. I just taken a couple of sips of my coffee. I put my seatbelt on, and he pulls in to the pump. And he walks to go pay for his gas, I guess, and then he kept looking back at my car.
Mombi had her work shirt on, which the man didn't see that I know of. Mombi wisely waited for the man to leave before leaving the gas station and heading to work.
This thing, but I don't think he saw my work shirt. It has my logo on it of where I work, but I don't think he saw that, so I'm okay. That is just, and he's coming, or he's pulling around. He went behind me and now he's pulling around again, so that's nice. But I'm waiting for him to pull out before I can go, because even though I can defend myself, that doesn't mean I should go looking for trouble, if that makes any sense at all.
I'm just glad she wasn't harmed and that the situation didn't escalate. In this video posted by Mike National on September 25th of 2017, this video is less than a minute long. However, that was more than enough time for Mike to be incredibly creeped out by a man who appeared to be following him as he was walking through the woods.
Watch who's stalking who now. Who's stalking who now? Look at that. Do you see a person? Yeah, who's stalking who now? I got you now, motherfucker. I got you now, motherfucker. Look at this beautiful moss, by the way. Do you hear it? Look.
As Mike continued walking, it seemed he couldn't get away from the stalker.
Okay, ready? Tell me I'm crazy. Tell me I'm crazy. Tell me I'm crazy. Look at that. I'm by myself in the lake. Look at that.
It's not clear what happened as the video ended abruptly and the video was so short. Hopefully, Mike is okay. In this video posted by ABC7 on March 11th, 2018, a girl in California was walking home from school before noticing that she was being followed. The girl wisely hid behind a pickup truck to get out of the stalker's sight before running away. Residents were shocked by the horrifying incident.
Be careful out there. And she did the right thing by running home.
The world we live in, you never can trust anybody, really. So my kids know, honestly, they're not allowed to walk alone, really anywhere.
It's great that the girl used her surroundings to her advantage and got away, and didn't find out what that creep had in mind. In this video posted by AZ Family on May 11th, 2018, meet Jacqueline Addis, accused of stalking and threatening a Valley man she had met on the internet after just one date. Police stated that Jacqueline sent the man 65,000 plus text messages in just a 48-hour span, including some threatening to kill him and bathe in his blood.
Say Addis sent the victim 65,000 text messages, including threats to kill him, wear his body parts, and bathe in his blood.
Jacqueline showed remorse for her messages, however, as she had this to say.
When you're finding love, not everything is perfect. This was a journey, and I want to apologize because nobody would ever be more sorry.
Jacqueline stated she never actually intended to hurt the man. Jacqueline was also asked if she was angry with the man and said this.
No. I love him. Oh my God, no, I love him so much. I just want to love him so much, that's it. And if he doesn't like it, then I'll go home and I'll love my ex-boyfriend.
Oh, that's chilling.
I understand that it can be easy to get attached too fast, but it's safe to say that Jacqueline took it too far. In this video posted by the Lost TGF Bros videos on January 29th of 2022, but originally uploaded and deleted by Jay Swingler. Jay claims to have been stalked for an extended period of time. Jay never saw his stalker in person, but he received some chilling photos and videos from his stalker. It started out weird, but not completely terrifying yet, as it was only pictures of Jay's home and car, which Jay stated was normal to him and happened quite a bit. However, it didn't take long for that to change, as Jay received a video from his stalker taken from outside his bedroom window while he was in bed with his girlfriend. What makes this even more creepy is that Jay stated that he received the message through the file-sharing app called AirDrop. By design, the messenger and the person receiving the message must be within 30 feet of each other, indicating that the stalker was very close when the videos and pictures were sent. The link to both full videos are in the description if you want to know the full story. Hopefully, no one's watching Jay through his bedroom window anymore. Remember in one of my previous videos, the creepy neighbor who was filming the uploader mowing his lawn?
Give me clothes for you?
I'd be happy to take a pose for you. Excuse me? I'd be happy to take a pose for you. Well, I told you before, I don't want you taking pictures over my fence. It's irritating. I have a daughter. I don't know what your intentions are. I don't need a camera over my fence filming.
Well, sadly, there's more to the story, and I thought I'd share these clips. In one video, the uploader's wife goes to the backyard for a smoke before the creepy neighbor can be seen taking pictures of her through the fence. Another incident is when the creepy neighbor had a problem with the uploader's patio light on, and in retaliation, bought an overly bright motion detection floodlight, which turned on when anyone set foot outside. The uploader countered this by placing a mirror to where the light would reflect back into the creep's window. In yet another video, the creepy neighbor came outside to confront the uploader as if he was the victim.
How much further you want to go with this stuff? Are you talking to me? Yeah, talking to you. About what? You're the neighbor from hell. They want to know how far you want to escalate this stuff.
The last update is that the uploader placed an owl named Hootie on the fence to watch the neighbor. The neighbor bought a higher fence to block Hootie, as Hootie apparently drove the neighbor's dog crazy. It's safe to say that the uploader won the battle and the war. In this video, posted by Shay Zonay on October 9th of 2017, Shay was vlogging with her daughter in this 22.5-minute video before having a creepy encounter at a food court in the mall.
Go ahead, honey. This guy is being very... This guy is creeping. It's very weird. Watch. Honey, we're gonna go bye-bye if you're ready.
The man with the hat was staring at Shay, and apparently, he was following them too. Shay got up with her daughter to leave, and the creepy man followed them outside.
He's outside. Straight up, he's outside right now. Oh my god. He freaking saw us packing up. Guys, he's like sitting over there on the bench. Honey, we're gonna go eat at home, okay? But I actually have juice for you in the car.
The man wasn't in the frame much there, but Shay told her side of the story in her vehicle and stated that the man was staring at her daughter along with two other little girls who were there with their mom and no dad present.
So, it was really difficult to show you guys what was going on, but so the play place is right in the center of the food court, and it's like a big round area, and there's like seats all around the perimeter where the parents can sit and like just watch their kids. So it was just me and two other moms in there with two other little girls. I am sweating. So like I was watching Ella, and like I kind of saw out of the corner of my eye like this guy sort of standing near the play place, and like sometimes, you know, like the mom or the dad will be in the play place, and then like the other parent will be outside of the play place, maybe getting food or just like watching from out there, you know what I mean? So at first I was just like, he's probably just like a father of one of these two girls, because the other mothers were there without husbands, just as I was. It was literally just us mothers there and our girls.
Shay also said that the man was pacing back and forth behind her as she was watching her daughter play.
You guys, like he was standing behind me and kind of like pacing back and forth. So like I'd look over my right, he'd be there. I'd look over my left, he'd be there. And as soon as I said, okay, Ella, we're gonna go, he must have heard me, because then he walked out. Like I saw him walk away, and I didn't see where he went, but I was like, oh, thank God, like maybe he heard me, like maybe he'll leave us alone now.
I'm sure there'll be mixed opinions on this one in the comments, but I agree with Shay when she said, if you have a gut feeling, you gotta act on it. And I'm glad she did in this case. In this TikTok video posted on YouTube by British Girl Explores on December 13th of 2021, CCTV footage captures a woman throwing a fit on camera, along with some helpful captions from the creator to make out what she said. I went on the TikTok of Meet My Psycho Stalker, and this had been apparently going on for quite a while, as there was endless videos of this woman harassing the creator and the neighbors. And I'm talking years of videos. To be brief, the woman kept coming to the creator's unit, yelling, threatening, or just staring at the creator in spite of 3 protection orders that the stalker violated. The last update was that the court blamed the woman's actions on mental illness. The stalker is on probation, but basically, they refused to throw her in jail. However, the judge stated that if the woman violates her protection order one more time, she'll face time in jail. The creator has another year on the protection order but is seeking a permanent one. In this video posted by NewsX on August 8th of 2017, CCTV footage captures a woman by the name of Varnika Kundu being chased by an SUV. Varnika stated that she was being chased for a while and the stalker attempted to kidnap her. NewsX wrote in the description, and I quote, "In a major breakthrough in the Varnika Kundu stalking case, the police recovered footage from 5 CCTV cameras of the incident. NewsX is the only channel to have access to this CCTV footage. CCTV footage of the Barala stalking case is seen as crucial evidence. The recording could help police tighten its case against the prime accused, Vikas Barala, son of Haryana BJP chief Subhash Barala. Despite the rising clamor over the state BJP chief's resignation, the BJP has ruled out his ouster. While the survivor, Varnika Kundu, also mentioned that there was an attempt to kidnap her, the police did not add these charges against the accused. Incidentally, Barala's nephew is facing charges of kidnapping a minor girl. With the Chandigarh stalking case snowballing into a major controversy, will this be a big Beti Bachao test for the BJP? Well, at least there's some charges being filed against the man. Hopefully, Varnika is doing okay now. In this video posted by Voyeur on June 30th of 2021, a creepy man can be seen creeping around the home of 22-year-old model Gustave. The cameras had been recently placed around the home as Gustave's mother insisted. It may have seemed like a silly idea at first, but installing the cameras proved to pay dividends as this footage was captured. Gustave stated she had gotten home at 11:10 p.m., and the stalker could be seen watching her at 11:11 p.m., which implies that he had followed her home. Gustave's mother set up motion detectors around the home and a week later got the scare of a lifetime. Gustave's mother stated that she was standing by her window and got a Ring camera notification. She looked out the window and could see the stalker on the other side peeking in. Gustave's mother said she contacted the police, but they wouldn't do anything. What a shock. What a shock. Gustave and her mother moved, and Gustave shared that she now carries pepper spray everywhere she goes, just in case. You go, girl. In this video posted by Doorbell News, Ring video doorbell camera videos on December 7th of 2021, Ring doorbell footage catches a creepy man in a hoodie standing outside a woman's apartment. In the description was a quote from the victim saying, and I quote, "This is what I've been dealing with since October 31st. This man has been outside my apartment almost every night. I have contacted everyone I know to contact about this. What is it gonna take for y'all to protect me and serve?" The victim shared an update via Twitter stating that she is okay for now after her family confronted the stalker, and security does 2 checkups every night. Thank God she is okay. In this video posted by Inside Edition on August 10th of 2017, Jerome, who lives with his wife Ashley and their 10-month-old baby, were living a nice normal life until they started noticing unusual noises. They had heard noises in their attic, and if that wasn't scary enough, Jerome noticed a flashlight shining through a pipe.
Last month, Jerome was in bed when he heard noises in the attic.
I knew that somebody was up there.
Then he says he noticed a light shining through a pipe.
Then I saw the light right through there, like it was searching for a place to look through.
Jerome installed a surveillance camera inside his attic and discovered something terrifying. Apparently, Jerome's neighbor has a power drill at hand, and it doesn't stop there. Jerome's neighbor made a removable wall to access the attic and drilled holes in their home to see into their bedroom. The suspect, Robert Havila, was arrested for stalking and trespassing. Robert pled not guilty. Unbelievable. Stay tuned for our #1 pick that will shock you. In this 3-part video posted by That Man in Black on July 30th of 2017, the first video captures a car suspiciously pulling up into the driveway of the uploader's home, followed by driving up and down the block while also stopping and staring. The following morning, scratches were found on the mailbox along with 5 bottles thrown into the front yard and driveway. 2 of the bottles were filled with urine. In the second video taking place 9 days later, the car was slowing down, perhaps to stop and stare or throw another piss bottle. The uploader turned on the light and stood at the window, and the stalker would drive off. Another 9 days later, the stalker turned his car and headlights towards the home. The stalker drove up and down the block and threw yet another piss bottle. In the third video, the uploader gave us the concluding update as he called the police. The officer was given the footage along with a picture of the bottle. The officer stated it was an older man in his 80s and was mentally ill. That's why he was acting creepy, as the officer stated. The officer called the uploader and said that the old man sold his car. So the police believe that the nighttime stalker must be someone else and that he needs a license plate number for them to take any further action. The uploader said that there will be an update video if anything else happens, and as of today, there's been no update. Sorry, uploader. Looks like the stalker's fresh out of bottles of piss. In this video posted by Inside Edition on November 5th of 2021, 20-year-old Chelsea Gleason was just minding her own business and trying to get a good workout in before being harassed by a creep.
Don't!
Chelsea stated he had been, quote, annoying her for weeks. Chelsea had had enough and told the creep to back off. Chelsea got a lot of social media praise, including one comment saying, "Great job, girl." Chelsea wasn't the only woman being stalked at the gym. There's another video where a woman confronted a man who she suspected took a photo of her without her consent.
In this YouTube video, a woman confronts a gym rat she suspects of taking a photo of her.
Delete it right now!
Can we please leave these poor women alone, especially at the gym? I can promise you that no woman goes to the gym to be stalked or hit on. We all go to the gym to work out and strive to become the best versions of ourselves. Leave people alone. In this video posted by WISN News on October 31st, 2014, two teenage sisters were enjoying a trip to the library to get some books. You know, like most people normally do at the library. However, if you look closely at the library shelf stacked with books, you can see a creepy man peering through the shelf. The 27-year-old man had been stalking these teenage girls for 6 weeks. One of the girls took a photo of the scary man that we just saw and showed her dad. Their dad called the police, and luckily enough, this library was right next door to a police station. The police set up a sting at the library and caught the stalker in the act. 12 News got a search warrant that confirmed that creep had been arrested. The police learned that although the man never touched the girls, he followed them at least 20 times and had done the same nasty acts with other girls numerous other times. Police also learned that he has a juvenile sexual assault record. What a creep. This Facebook video was sent to me by a fan named June. June was just walking her dog before a car can be seen driving by her house. The car belonged to June's next-door neighbor, who had been stalking her for months. You might be thinking that this is his block and he was just driving to the store or something, and normally you might be right. However, June reported that the man had moved, but still drives by her home and, even more oddly, parks around the corner and walks his dog on that same block in spite of no longer living there. If you ask me, that's pretty creepy. June, thank you for the footage. If you have any stalker footage or any scary footage in general, email me. The email is thefeartales@gmail.com. Stay tuned for our #1 pick that will shock you. In this video posted by Mick Fleiswater on July 25th of 2012, I'm sure most of you have heard about the tragic story of Lauren Giddings. Lauren attended the Mercer University Law School and was on the verge of moving out of her student apartment. However, unfortunately on June 26th of 2011, around 4:30 a.m., she was murdered in her sleep by another Mercer attendee, Stephen McDaniel, who broke into her student apartment. The crazy part of this situation is that Stephen was interviewed by local news reporters shortly before being arrested and charged with the murder of Giddings. After further investigation, the FBI got a hold of McDaniel's computer and discovered the unthinkable. The FBI discovered surveillance footage of the events leading up to Giddings' murder. Several videos were recorded between the hours of 9 p.m. and 12:30 a.m. McDaniels attached a camera to a 6-foot wooden stick and used it to peer into Giddings' apartment as she was sleeping. McDaniels was given life imprisonment, and rightfully so. In February 2018, McDaniels filed a petition asking for a new trial, arguing that his constitutional rights were violated throughout the investigation and pre-trial process. Thankfully, the judge rejected the bid for a new trial. It's a shame that certain creeps like Stephen McDaniels develop an obsession and take it as far as murder. Lauren's life was just about to take off. That is the truly tragic part. Thanks for checking out the channel. Stay vigilant, friends.